Hello there, you lovely lot. Welcome back to a fabulous Sunday here on Crafters TV. I hope you didn't miss us too much yesterday. I know we were down yesterday for some essential maintenance, but we are back better than ever here, and we're going to kick things off this Sunday with Colour Me Happy. Now, we've also, for all you lovers out there, got a bit of a special promotion going on at the moment as well. All you need to do is at checkout, enter the code LOVE14, and you get 14% off of absolutely everything up until the end of Valentine's Day, which they inform me is tomorrow. I'm not sure when it is. I'm just trying to ignore it, to be honest. Michelle, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. Tomorrow is just, it's just a way for everyone to just cash in on lovers, people in love. I was trying to, yeah. Tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's just Monday. Nothing special.
I'm just leaving you be. I'm just letting you see how much trouble you can get yourself in this afternoon. We've got a great Colour Me Happy show though coming up from me, Michelle. What can we look forward to over the next 90 minutes?
So today we've got sparkle pens for you. We've got aqua pens. We've got some illustrators. So we'll go through some samples and show you some of the things that you can be making with some of the stamps that we've got on the show today. So we've got this beautiful mermaid, absolutely one of my favourites, and that's been coloured in with the illustrators, but then this one has been done,
I love that.
You can pick the sparkle up, but that's been done with the sparkle pens that we've got. So same stamp, but two totally different effects that you're going to get with that. And then we've got this beautiful magical unicorn on there. Love that. And so again, same stamp, absolutely totally different effects that you can get with that. So I absolutely adore that one. And then this one, so the Flamingo. Again, I adore this. Just a beautiful stamp, but yet again, just stamping it out, different colours, different background, totally different effects, which is what I absolutely love about some of these stamp sets. The beautiful deer, or stag, I think it's a stag, isn't it? So again, just changing your background up gives you a totally different effect, different card. And then we've got these ones as well. We've got these lovely little animals. I love this little mouse.
Cute, isn't it?
It's just absolutely adorable. Then we've got the lovely bunny rabbit. And again, these have been done with the illustrators. This one. I think I do show this every time because this is absolutely stunning. So that's by Nikki, totally talented. And then we've got that beautiful fox, and this lovely little doggy.
Cute.
My hair never goes that smooth.
My hair always looks like that in the mornings till I rough it up.
And then those little kittens. So lots of different ways that you can be using all of our different pens.
Yeah, absolutely. There is loads of you tuning in and saying hello as well to me today already. Thea's in. She says, one day and I already missed you all. Hoi hoi, greetings from sunny Netherlands. Sarah Brown says, yippee, hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well after your wonderful break. Sending hugs from Melbourne. Hannah's here. Ben McCarthy is in the building as always. Linda also is saying hi from Dudley. Lorna Jane is in as well as Anne Lee. Jill's in Yorkshire. Lena's in from Denmark as well. We are truly international on this Sunday. I want to say Sunday morning, Michelle. I've got that kind of Sunday morning feeling going on. I don't know about you. It's very chilled.
Yes,
it's very relaxed
is.
in the studio this morning, even though it is actually technically the afternoon now. We won't let the truth get in the way of a good story. Right, let's move on. I want to share this with you first. I also need to let you know before we go through this that 2/3 of the stock of this has already gone. I think this will sell out pretty much. I want to say probably in the first half an hour of the show today. It is a Rocker Blocks collection with £30 mystery stamp bundle. £9.99 is your price on this. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Georgina. Aren't the Rocker Blocks about £9.99 on their own? They are £9.99. So buy the Rocker Blocks. These are a great essential tool for stamping, especially when it comes to maybe some of your smaller stamps. And we are going to give you £30 worth of stamps in here included for free. So these are the stamps that you are going to get. There are unmounted rubber stamps. All you're going to do is simply cut these out, adhere them to your block, and you are good to go. But you've got a whole host of different styles of stamp in here. This is one of our all-time most popular ones, that one just there, Mother Nature. You've got a lovely big schmetterling. You can't have too many butterflies in your collection. More butterflies in there for you. Some beautiful little flourishes when it comes to the feathers, and some gorgeous florals and butterflies in there too. You save £40 here, which is incredible value. £8 or $11.19 if you are a platinum member and you want to get hold of those. There's not many of those to go around, like alarmingly few of those is what I would say. Right, we are going to move on and we're going to have a little look at some of our creative expressions items that we've got for you in the show. We're going to look firstly at these, which are the vintage Botanicals, and in here, really lovely design. So you've got the wild flowers, which are up here, quite sketchy, quite painterly in design. You've then got the French script here too. This one down here is your dates from the past. It's like gorgeous little antique or vintage postage marks is what these look like. This one here is your nature finds with those beautiful floral elements, lots of sort of wild flowers within there. Yes, you've got some sentiments and some textural elements for you too. This one here is the butterfly walk with those beautiful butterflies within there. I'll just turn this one round to give you an idea. The stamps are actually bigger than the artwork gives the impression. So just so you know, you are getting actually 5 sets of sizable stamps within there, 3 sets of clear ones, and then you've got 2 sets of rubber ones in there. 15% off for everyone. Don't forget to use that LOVE14 as well, because you will all save an extra 14%. And yes, you can use that in conjunction with your club inspired discount as well, which is brilliant. These as well, very, very busy when we launched these by the lovely Jane Gill. They are the Fuzzy Friends Clear Stamp Collection, and you've got 3 different styles within there for you as well. You've got this one with the floral up here, and then 2 beautiful owls down there as well. Now, correct me if I'm, no, they are different. Sorry, I thought we had 2 of the same stamp out for a second, but they are different. Upside down and back to front, they look like the same owl. They are not. They're not the same owl. Don't you worry about that. Any questions or comments you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. I'd love to know what you did yesterday with your sort of spare day. Were you at a loss? Did you find yourself gravitating towards the iPad only to find there was no Crafters TV shows? We were doing some essential maintenance just so we can make sure all the everything's tip-top behind the scenes for you. Right, Michelle, a great Sunday coming up. Where are we going to kick things off?
So these are adorable. We're going to start with these woodware stamps, and these are the Fuzzy Friends. Those 2 owls are absolutely adorable. They're so beautiful. So I've been playing with these all week, I really have. But I do adore this one as well. So we're going to go with the daisy. So this is the Fuzzy Flowers, and it is an absolutely beautiful stamp. So you've got the stamp, you've got the birthday greetings, and then you've got those little flourishes on there as well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring in my trusty stamping platform, and I've got some watercolour card, and I've just cut it down, just big enough for my stamp. Just get that off there. So yes, so this is the first time I've had the pleasure of playing with these, and I've got to say that I had so much fun. They are just the cutest things ever. So waterproof ink pad for this, and I'm just using my Noir black for this one. So I've got the watercolour card, so watercolour ink pad, because we're going to use our aquas, and then a clear sparkle overlay for this. So you will find that when you are stamping onto your watercolour card, because it's got that texture to it, you might have to go in a couple of times just to get that nice solid image. But again, I'm using my stamping platform, so I'm not worried about that at all. There you go, twice. Beautiful, look, it's just beautiful, this stamp. So, yeah, so I'm using watercolour card for this. Right. So we're going to have fun with this. I've got lots of my Aqua Pens that I've brought in, lots of different colours. Let me just move those to the side, and a little bit of water in my special cup, of course.
You've got your special cup.
I have.
I have. I didn't see Michelle's inky craft along. You managed to knock a whole cup of water, didn't you, over your project, and The lovely Lynn has sent you some child-safe cups up now for your water.
She has. And I need them. I use them all the time. I used them at home when I was at home playing with these. I'm just not risking Watergate again. It was too stressful.
Not the political scandal in the US, but the crafty scandal of 20... Was it this year? It was this year, wasn't it? 2022.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. Your weeks sort of meld into one at the minute for me.
I feel like January went past in a heartbeat.
Yes, gone so quickly.
Absolutely flew by.
Yeah.
Are we halfway through? Oh gosh, we are.
We are. It's nearly the 14th.
Oh no.
That non-important day.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening tomorrow. Not a clue.
Not got a clue. Right, so I've picked up a load of colours and I'm going in with my orange first, and I'm going to do what I always do. I just enjoy colouring in this way. So I've put some orange down. I'm just going to wet my brush. I'm going to bring in my kitchen roll, and I'm just going to pick some up, and I'm just going to paint with it. So now I know I always do it. So I do always do it this way. So what I will actually do is, let's get rid of that. So what we'll do is, so I'm going to go in with this one. So I've got some magenta. So just to show you the other way that you can do it, we're just going to lay some magenta there. And then I'm going to come in with my wet brush and we're just going to drag it out.
Is one of these better for flat colouring, one better for shading, these techniques? Or do they both work in the same way? Can you build the colour up in the same way?
You can still build the colour up. So if you pick it up off the mat, the glass mat, and put it on, you can still build it up because you can just go back over. So once it's dried, you can go back over. It's absolutely fine. But as you can see, where I've dragged it out, you straight away, you do get that instant ombre effect without having to go back in and do it. So I've just got, so I will tell you all the colours I've got. I've got an orange, magenta amber, red violet, rose pink, bud green, heather and fuchsia. So lots of nice bright colours that I've picked for this. So all I'm going to do, oh, where's my sunflower? Here it is. So, and I've got sunflower as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour in on the end and then we're going to drag it up the other way. So my petals have different colours at each side.
That's really nice. The two together on the same petal. Anne Lee loves these stamps. Lorna Jane says, I miss you all so much. I went and watched previous shows. I'd been on the fence about the dies Craig launched, but after a second look, I bought them. Just one more stamp says, hi from Austin, Texas. Missed you all so much yesterday. And Debbie says, so happy that you are back. One day without CCTV was not good.
Even I followed the social team yesterday all day.
We both had some nightmare train journeys yesterday, didn't we, Michelle?
Yes.
I usually drive to work, obviously, but I had to go straight to London after work on Monday. So it meant I had to leave my car up here. And then the trains today, there's loads of... it's buses replace trains all week, isn't it, on one of the lines we use, Michelle? Yeah. And then yesterday, and today, the other line that I can use is on strike today as well, which is very inconsiderate. I mean, did they not know that it's one of the only few days of the year that I take the train to work? So we had to get the train yesterday. Not only did we have buses replace trains, we also had loads of football fans to contend with as well, didn't we? Leeds fans. They were the low light of my trip yesterday, Michelle.
They're a bit loud and leery when
very
going
boisterous.
And coming from football.
They'd all had more than a few cans, I think, as well. It almost looks like a sort of tropical sweetie, this.
Yes. I just felt when I looked at this stamp that it was quite extravagant and a bit different and a bit funky. So I thought we'd go funky. So all I'm doing is just picking up random colours and just doing the two. So I'm going straight in with the pen, showing you how you can drag it out, because I think I always tend to just put it on my mat, so I thought we'd do it this way for a change, just to show you how fabulous it can look. So just dragging it up.
And also the great thing is with this, if you want to go back and get full tutorials on just the Aqua Pens on their own, you can do that. We've got previous Colour Me Happy shows featuring just the Aquas on their own with 2 hours or 90 minutes of hints and tips and techniques that you can do with just those. I think it's fair to say they're probably some of the most versatile pens we stock as well, aren't they, these ones?
They really are. And I think if you are a beginner into colouring, these are one of the easiest ones to use to get you introduced to our Classique range, our Spectrum Noir range. They're just easy to use, very forgiving, and so much fun. So much fun. Just the hardest thing at the minute is just deciding which colour I want to put where. So I'm just doing the same on each leaf. I'm just laying some of the colour down and then just wetting my brush and just pulling it out. And then I'm going to go in with a different colour. So sunflower. I'll go back in with this one. And again, I'm just laying a bit of colour down and dragging it out. And because it's the watercolour effect, like I say, it's quite forgiving. You don't have to be perfect with it. You can just have fun, see what kind of different colours you can make. So obviously when you're going over in the middle, you're getting lovely. So it's obviously you're creating a third colour on there.
If you wanted to, could you, once this is dry, could you put a bit more colour down your mat and go in and add more colour if you think, oh, do you know what, I wanted that a little bit more intense, let's say?
Yes, you could do. Make sure it's fully dry though before you go back over it.
Just love the way, I love the way these stamps really come to life when you start to add colour. Yes, they look great when they are just a stamped image on their own. It's when you add the colour to them, they really seem to sort of dance on the page, don't they?
Oh, they do. I'm just, like I said, I had so much fun playing with these through the week. Let's have a look. Amber. So, yeah, so the hardest thing was deciding on the colours, but like I said, because I felt it was quite a funky stamp, we've gone for some nice funky colours. And as you can see, it's not taking me too long to do this at all, and it's just colouring up beautifully. So, last one. So I am totally losing myself. You
go for it, don't you worry. Slip away into that colouring coma by all means. Getting busy on these at the moment. We're getting 3 different stamps in here. You've got 20% saving for you. Use that Love14 code as well. You can use it on everything apart from new launches through February. So yes, it's valid from the 11th to the 14th. So make sure you take advantage of that, and you can use it with all your other discounts as well, so your club inspired discount, etc, etc. That mystery bag, by the way, I will take you through it again if I get chance, because 70% now of the stock of the stamping bundle has gone. If you want it, if it is in your basket, it is definitely time to check it out. It's not too late to come in for it right now, but I would get it in your basket and get it checked out, because it will go. It's probably going to go in the next 20 minutes, half an hour, I'd imagine.
Yeah. That's not going to last long, is it?
No.
Those stamps in there, so that big butterfly is one of that's the main stamp that I actually used when I was first learning how to do my blending. It's just perfect for that.
Also, the shushing lady, as I call her, Mother Nature is in there as well, which is another great one to practice not only watercolour techniques, but also some of your alcohol colouring techniques as well. And they're not too big either, they're not an overwhelming project, those stamps. Yes,
that's it. There's more than enough space. So the Mother Nature one, that's perfect for the hair, learning hair effects, and especially skin colouring as well. Just those two alone are just brilliant stamps in there.
Yes, it is a mystery bundle, so I do say contents may vary. I'm pretty confident you're going to get those ones, but just in case, I do need to say that.
So that's where I've got for now. And what I did was I went in and I just, once it had dried, I went over with just a clear overlay sparkle pen, and then I've just cut it out. So that is the one, I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but the sparkle on. So I just went over with a clear one of these and I've cut it out. So that's what I've got for now. So we're just going to move that to the side, because what we're going to do is we're going to bring in, so I've got another piece of watercolour card, and I've just got a couple of water reactive ink pads. So I've got a lemon tonic and an orange, and we're just going to do a nice, quick, simple background for this to go on. So again, this stencil I think is the one I use more than anything.
Where's this from?
So this is from the Year of Craft box, the
okay.
latest one that we released. So this is from there. So let me just find my daubers. So we're not gonna use all the middle bits. We're gonna use this top piece just to create sort of a staggered cloud effect, for want of a better word. So I'm just going to get my dauber. I'm going to go in with my orange and just lightly, just round that top piece, just edge it off. And then when you're happy with that, I'm going to go in with my lemon tonic and I'm just going to draw it out.
And these are the pigments, are they, here that you're using?
So no, these are the water reactive ones that I'm using. You could use your pigment inks because they blend just as beautifully. But I choose it. I think I always tend, if I'm doing things like this, because your pigment inks have got a longer open time, so they take a lot longer to dry. If I'm doing something like this, especially with the stencil, moving it back and forth, I'll go for these water reactives. But again, that's just another personal choice thing.
Okay, so there's some great water reactive bundles over on the website. If you're after some of those, do go over there and check that out.
So I've just moved this across because we're going to sort of zigzag it over. We don't want it exactly the same all the way over. So we're just going to, again, I'm just doing that and we're just going to roughly find a place where that matches up and we're just going to go over.
Get Crafty says, hello, just returned from checking out. That Rocker Block deal was a no-brainer. And the aqua markers, they slipped into my basket as well. Honest, yeah, I know. Sometimes they just jump in, don't they?
They really do.
I think they sense that you want them and then they jump over.
Just fall in there.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Sarah Brown received these stamps the other day. Can't wait to start trying with them. Paul Caswell says, if you have the ink and stamp set, would you need the rocker blocks? I think they mean the stamping platform. I'm going to put my neck on the line and say, Michelle.
Yes, see, again, it depends what you're doing. So the stamping platform is my absolute #1 go-to. But if I'm just, if it's just a sentiment or in a minute, I'm going to use a little rocker block on this background. So if it's just for things like that, I will use the rocker block. And I think it's the same with lots of stuff. Everything's got a place in your stash. So yeah, I definitely couldn't be without my rocker blocks either. So yeah. Yeah, it just depends. So yeah, I used my stamping platform for this, and especially because I was going on to watercolour card and knew that I would need to go in more than once. But for just, I'm going to use these little ones in a minute, and for that I will just use a rocker block.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Hope that helps, Paul.
So carrying on all the way down, we're just going to keep on doing this. And just going in then with the lemon tonic, and you could use any colours to do these clouds. You've seen me use like pinks and blues before. It just depends, because my flower's all funky. We've gone for some nice funky clouds, and I'm just looking for my rocker block now.
It's like a really nice sunset, isn't it, that you get in the summer? You know those sort of beautiful nights you get where you get all pinks and oranges in the sky? Yes,
yeah, definitely. So all I'm going to do now, so I'm not going to finish this off because I've got one finished. I'm just going to show you. So literally, so this is the tiniest rocker block, which is just adorable.
It's a cute little baby rocker block.
So just going to, because it's small, I'm going to tap it in there. But what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to bring in my wet wipe and just wipe those edges, because I will get ink on those, because that's the edge that rocks. So I'm literally, obviously I know it's the smallest one, but you literally just go in and rock. And that's as easy as that.
So brilliant if for a smaller job where you're adding multiples of something, whereas now obviously with the stamping platform you'd have to be opening up, repositioning it, laying it down. This is going to be speedy, isn't it?
Yes, yes, very speedy. And obviously, I think there's the 4 or 5 sizes of these, so they are brilliant, they really are. So I'm just going to take that in again. Just going to wipe those edges where I know that that ink's gone, and that's what I'm going to do. So then again, all I'm going to do is I'm going to colour these in with some sparkle inks, and then obviously when I was at home, this isn't on watercolour cards, so it gives you a bit of a different effect as well. But then I went in with my sparkle inks, and that one's just bubbled a tiny little bit. So if you're going to use your sparkle inks, definitely use this. So what we're going to do with this is I'm just going to create the simplest of cards. So just get some glue. So this is just some of the navy blue pearlescent cardstock from one of those 12 by 12 pads, you know, the 300 GSM ones that we've got. So that is all that this is. And I just thought the blue really makes the oranges.
Blue and orange together is a lovely colour combo, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. Just thought it makes it pop lovely. And then all I did with my flower, so as I was stamping the background, I just kept placing that in to make sure that I was happy with the placement of my little stamps. I've just put the birthday greetings at the bottom, and then so I cut this out and just got foam. Of course, I've got foam pads on the back. I just thought that bit of dimension on there looked lovely.
Lindsay's loving that background that Michelle has done here. Rosalind makes a great point. She said if you only ink the top of the heart, it would look like little birds flying, like the way we used to draw them.
Oh yes,
Wouldn't it?
They do. So just deciding where I want that, and there we go. So that removes all my mess. So that is those beautiful fuzzy flowers.
Really pops against that background.
Yeah.
And nothing I'd imagine if you wanted to stamp that image down, colour it, and then decoupage elements up on top of it as well as another way you could use it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
They are very versatile. Remember, you're getting the focal imagery in there, and then you're also getting the embellishments and the sentiments as well. You're getting all three in there. So you're getting the floral one, you're getting both the owls in there too. You've got a 20% saving on them. They're 4 by 6 inch stamp set, so they're a really nice size as well. Emma Walsh says, I really like that stencil. Where is it from? Are you saying it's from the Year of Crafts? Someone said there was maybe a similar one as well in one of the crafted inspirations too.
I think there was.
So
there was definitely.
Yeah,
but that one is.
That one is the Year of Crafts one, just there. Let me show you some of the other stuff we've got on the show that's proving very busy this Sunday afternoon. The 6x6 stamping platform and the stamping mat. These are brilliant. That mat gives you some. It basically is sort of a very hard, it's almost a bit like a mouse mat, isn't it? Gives you a little bit of resistance when you're stamping to make sure you get that really lovely, clean, clear, crisp stamp every single time. So don't miss out on that. $15.90 or $19.90. Maybe you want to restock on the watercolour card. Great one for you here. Brilliant saving. 35% off of those, which is fantastic. There is also a painting tool bundle as well. You're going to get 3 of our paintbrushes in there, the Royal Langnickel ones, and the artist palette too. We've also got some ink pads for you as well. So if you want some waterproof ink pads, perfect for watercolouring with, this is your Pebble that you've got there. Then we also have the Sparkle Ink 3 stamp collection. Now these are brilliant for your sparkle inks, great as well for your silhouettes, which is fantastic. We did look at them though, you have seen them, so let me take you through the Aqua Pens that we have available for you on the show. 36 here in this particular collection. Really nice saving for you as well, $13.80 or $17.97. You're all going to be using your Club Inspired discount on top of that, of course, as well. And you've got 3 different collections in here. So this one is your Nature, and in there you've got Sunset, Amber, Chestnut, Fawn, Desert. I always want to say Dessert. Topaz, Evergreen, Sea Green, Kingfisher, Peacock Blue, the Marine, and the Boulder. This one here, now this is your Florals, and in there you've got Begonia, Rose Pink, Blossom, Marigold, Jasmine, Sunflower, Meadow, Bud Green, Leaf Green, the Orchid, the Heather, and the Wildflower too. And this is your Primary, and in there you'll get Scarlet, Crimson, Burgundy, Orange, Gold, Yellow, Aquamarine, Teal, Navy, Purple, Magenta, and Red Violet. Now, if you are a Platinum member and you're using that code LOVE14, you'll get these today for $37.96 or $49.45. How's about that, as my producer Georgina just said. Yeah, so make sure you grab a hold of those. Got to let you know, we are fast heading towards a sellout on this. 80% now has gone. We are nearly at that position where we have as many of you with this in your basket as we actually have stock available, which is fantastic. So make sure you are grabbing a hold of this. So the rocker blocks. Now, if you went for the rocker blocks on their own, these would normally be, is it $9.99, Georgina, for these on their own? So you're only paying for these, and then you're getting the rest of the bag for free, which in my head means that you're getting more than £30 worth of stamps included for free. But I don't know, it is a Sunday. Maybe my sort of maths genius area of my brain hasn't quite warmed up yet. I believe you're getting £40 worth of free stamps, almost. The jury is out on that. There is a whirring going on in the gallery. I can hear all of the cogs are in motion. It will be, could be some contents may vary within this, is all I do need to let you know. But what you will get in here is an amazing collection of our stamps. So you're going to get 8 of them in total. And this particular collection has the lovely little elves in here. You've also got beautiful floral elements too. This one here, which is the Mother Nature, which is fantastic. I should tell you as well, they are bigger than the imagery on the front alludes to as well, which is always nice. You've got that wonderful, massive Schmetterling, großer Schmetterling, that big butterfly there. Some more butterflies with some gorgeous detailing on them. You've got some sentiments in there as well. Now, this one here, this is your Paisley Peacock. Would go great with our peacock collection. Then you've got this one here, which is your Butterfly Meadow. And you'll also receive this one in there as well, which is your Sunshine and Smile. $9.99, $13.99. Use your Platinum discount. Now, if you're a Platinum member and you are using Love 14, £6.87 or $9.62. I know, I'm doing that math in my head, just so I'm not getting any help from the gallery whatsoever. No, I am. Georgina's in there, crunching the calculator for me. You will need to be quick for that, though. It is going very, very quickly. There's lots of other stuff on the show as well, so definitely get to the website for some of the other bits. There's illustrators, sparkle pens, loads more stamps and accessories. If you want to place an order, you're ready to do so, then you know where you need to go. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Hit the shop the show button, and then you'll see absolutely everything that's available in this show for you. Linny says, I always thought I didn't need the rocker blocks until I got them in a goodie bag. Now I use them all the time. I now have them all and keep them to hand on my craft desk, as they are so handy and give a clean, clear, crisp stamp every single time. That is awesome to know, Linny. Thank you for that. If you've got any questions or comments you want to send over to me, it's really simple. Crafters TV if you're over on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Drop into the live feed there and you'll be able to pass over your comments. Right, another demonstrazione, I believe Michelle is going to switch to. In my head, I think that's demonstration in Italian. It isn't. You just put azione on the end of everything and it makes you sound Italian. Yeah. We're going to have some inspirazione with Michelle's demonstrazione. Take it away, Michelle.
So we're living dangerously today. I mean, they've actually put me on a show where I need to use water. So, but we're doing well. We're doing well. So I'm you know, fingers crossed, touch wood.
Oh my word! Is it actually? So demonstration in Italian is demonstrazione. It's inspiration, inspirazione as well.
Get you?
We're gonna check. I mean, I didn't even know. I'm fluent, clearly.
It just comes
It is inspirazione as well. There you go.
Love it, love it.
Are they taking the mickey out of us? With the Italian language? I think that's what they might mean. Anyway, sorry, I'm waffling, Michelle. Take it away.
Right, so I'm going to use the Flamingo Paradise for this. But first, we're going to do a little bit of a background wash with the aquas again. So just move that to the side for now. So I'm going to bring in my aquamarine. I'm going to bring in my rose pink. I have got sunset and I've got sunflower. So we're going to go in with these. And for this, because I'm going to do a wash across, I am going to lay them on here. I'm going to pick it up and paint it across. So I'm just going to use a bit of I really could do with my big brush. Here it is. So we are living dangerously because I need to take the lid off this now.
Oh, no.
So my big brush fits in.
No.
But it's far, far away. It's like so far away, it's nearly with Joe. So I've got my big brush for this, and we're just going to pick up this blue, and we're just going to wash across, just about a third of the way down. That's all we're going to do. Just going to move that. And then we're going to come in with this rose pink. So again, I'm just going to lay some of the colour down. Let me just get the blue out of that. And again, just picking it up with a nice wet brush and just going over. There we go. So
you can make all your own colours with these, can't you, where they sort of mix and mingle?
Yes, yeah. So sunset.
Linny says, Joe, you are a natural linguist. Thank you. Lynn also says, I wasn't a fan of stamping until I got Morocco blocks. They make it so much easier. Well, you're going to get them along with all of those other amazing stamps in that goodie bag. You will need to be quick for it, though. I hear just how many of you got that in your basket at the moment. You need to check out, essentially, if you've got that stamping bundle in your basket.
So sunset is the last one that I'm going to go in with, and we're just going to go over the bottom, just overlapping each one as I go. And then that is my background. So I just need to dry that for a second because I want to stamp onto that. So if Joe wants to impress us with his Italian for a second.
With my cunning linguistic skills, absolutely. I don't have any more. The only other thing I can say is, mi dispiace, mi italiano non è molto buono. And that means, sorry, I don't speak Italian. That's all I can say, unfortunately. I'm fluent in menu, though, in Italian, and lots of other languages, actually. Pretty good with menus. Any questions you've got, get them into me. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Bit of a different day for you today as well, because we've got a craft vault coming up later. Craft vault, not something you see that often on the schedule, but it is where you can find some of the best bargains, and it's a freebie frenzy. Who doesn't like a freebie? I love a freebie, Michelle, don't you?
Can't beat a freebie.
No.
A freebie or a good discount code.
Ah, yeah, freebie, feeling the love. I've got both a freebie and a discount code for you in that later show. I would absolutely urge you after this show ends to go and shop ahead over there. Sarah Brown's got the Aqua Pens the other day. Can't wait to try it as my crafty stash needs to be sorted out. Oh, I've been trying to get organised at home, you know, and like, I'm at that point of living in my house. I've been there a year and a half, Michelle, where I'm ready for like a declutter and a clear out. Yeah. I just, yeah, I've got a lot of tut around.
It does get like that though, doesn't it?
It does indeed. It does indeed. I also went and got the last of my stuff from where I used to live before in Peterborough, which was in sort of big boxes and like camping stuff as well. Where is one supposed to store camping equipment, Michelle, when they live in a city centre 2-bedroom apartment? There isn't anywhere.
No. I would imagine that's quite tough.
I also, in typical me style, Michelle, I also bought I bought a lovely set of Victorian pine drawers for the spare bedroom. So the old drawers that were in there that I didn't like, I took them out the spare bedroom and I put them just for a couple of days into the big sort of like utility cupboard I've got where the boiler is and the washing machine. Yes, it's taken up the whole of the cupboard. They've been in there for about 8 months now. So I really need to get my finger out and sort my life out, really.
Yeah.
But there's more fun things to do.
There really is. There's more things to do than tidying and than adulting, yeah.
Adulting is tough, yeah, they don't tell you about it.
So I've gone in with, so I'm using my waterproof and it's the Noir black. And I've brought in that beautiful Flamingo and some of those lovely leaves. And I'm just putting those around the edges. Just going to frame this beautiful Flamingo. And because again, I'm going onto the watercolour card, which has got that texture to it, you will find you need to go in more than once. Happy with my Flamingo, so let's move her. I'm going to go back in over those leaves, just feel they need a bit more depth on there. So again, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these in and frame down the sides. I love using these kind of flourishes for things like this. Trying to get it stuck to my finger so it moves because it's still got a bit of ink on it. There we go. Feels a little bit like Mission Impossible sometimes. Because of what the stamp is made of, they can be quite a little bit sticky.
Right.
So they want to stick more to your finger than they do the page. So when you're trying to put them down, as you can see, they just want it to stick to my finger. So no rhyme or reason to these, just putting them on there how I want them on there.
If you wanted these coloured, could we use something like a quick dry in a colour over the top of something like an aqua background? Is there any reason why we couldn't have done, let's say we wanted to do those in a bright green, for instance.
These leaves?
Could we stamp them down in a bright green over the top of that
yes,
aqua
absolutely.
background?
So we've got our quick dry inks. So just going, because my page is dry now, my piece of card, it's dry. So yeah, absolutely you could go in with the quick dries on top. Not a problem at all. Unless you are adding water again. So if you're going back in with your sparkle pens on top of that, maybe not so much, maybe leave that until the last if you are going to go back in with things like sparkle or more water. So there we go, so I'm quite happy with that. So let's just move this to the side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my sparkle pen, because we're just going to make that flamingo nice and sparkly. In fact, I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm just going to move that. So I'm going to bring in this orange again. And I'm just going to lay a little bit down, because what I am going to do before I go in with my sparkle pen is I'm just going to get one of my finer edged brushes. And this is one of those things for me, it either works brilliantly or it doesn't. So just going to
wow, doesn't that finish it off beautifully?
Yeah, I like that. I like doing that.
So it means it's not floating around in midair, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. So just
Have you ever seen a flamingo? Apparently there's a flamingo land near here, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think they're indigenous, but I don't think they're indigenous to like the general Sunderland area. But yeah, there's like a big place you can go. I think it's like a bit of a theme park, but they also have lots of flamingos there.
Flamingo land, yeah. I remember going there when I was really, really small. I mean, I'm still really small, but I mean, like younger. So all I'm doing is just glittering over my lovely flamingo. You can't really see it's not picking it up so much. I could have done with shaking that actually. Don't forget to shake these.
It's in North Yorkshire, it's only up the road, we could go.
Yeah.
We could pop it down there between shows.
You probably could as well. So again, I'm just going to bring this, in fact no, where's my other one? I'm going to bring in, no, I'm going to use this one, Sunset. So I've just put a tiny little bit down again and just going to highlight just around the edges there, just where I feel sort of the feathers are. Sort of if you was doing, you know, you blend with your classics and you would go in with your darkest just on those feathery bits. And then I've just taken that colour off and I'm just going to blend it out just a little bit. It just got those little pops of highlight there on that. And then what I've also done is that I've already got, so I I stamped out those lovely palm trees, and I've got a couple of those flowers that are in there as well.
Interesting to see you've had colours to the silhouettes here. Not something maybe you'd think about normally doing.
No.
But that's a really cool way of using them.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Just a little bit different to normal. So I'm just going to pop them to the side, and I'm just going to quickly, so just going to mat and layer these up. And
I love this pad.
yes.
It's the rainbow...
Retro rainbow?
Retro rainbow, that's the one indeed, yes.
I love this one. It's one of my favourites of all time. And this pattern, this particular one that I'm using now, is my absolute favourite in that. Oh, I like the rainbows in there though. But see, look, I can't even decide. It's too hard. Too hard to decide. But
look.
Yeah, perfect paper pad to use with those colours that I've used on there.
What the unmounted stamps that are in that bundle that it's got about to go limited stock, by the way. A lot of people asking how we use those, how we mount those up. So after this demo, Michelle, maybe you could just give us a quick tour around. I know we used to sell a lot of the unmounted rubber stamps, so we haven't seen them a lot. So a lot of new viewers out there will not know maybe how you use them or what to do with them. So maybe
Yeah,
have a
no
look at
problem.
those. Is that all right?
Absolutely. Anything for you, Joe.
Oh, Michelle, thank you. So do you have some lovely Valentine's plans tomorrow when you get home, Michelle?
I don't know. Do I,
Oh.
Ben?
Ben, I know you're watching.
No, probably what we will probably do is have a glass of gin, a lemonade, or something. I've got some orange gin at home.
Nice.
So I'll probably have a glass of that with probably a Chinese takeout.
Delicious. I mean, you can't beat a Chinese takeout.
So that's perfect for me. I do like a bit of Chinese.
I'm going to be spending my Valentine's Day with Craig Laird. and we talked about who our special guest is tomorrow.
I am so excited for tomorrow.
Wow, do you know what?
Tell you.
We can talk about it now, can't we?
I think so.
Anne-Marie's going to be here in the building from Hunky Dory. So exciting. I have known Anne-Marie for well over 10 years now. Me and Anne-Marie have been friends for such a long time. So really, really lovely to be able to welcome Anne-Marie to the studios here at Crafters TV. I'm not sure if she's up in the morning show, so she's just here in the afternoon. She's here all the day through. How lovely. So she'll be here with Ben tomorrow. I believe Ben is here in the morning. Ben will be here in the morning because obviously he has Valentine's plans with his lovely lady tomorrow evening. And then myself and Craig, they were basically like, who are the two most single people that work at Crafters TV? I know, we'll get Craig and Joe to do Valentine's Day evening. They definitely won't have any plans. They're ahhing in my ear. It's sadder than that. Yes, so myself, it's about that sad, thank you. So myself and Craig will be here for your Valentine's evening. Maybe maybe we're thinking of some fun stuff that we can do in Valentine's themed. I'd love to know if you've got any Valentine's plans. Let me know in the comments. Georgina, any Valentine's plans for tomorrow? Are you here with me tomorrow night, Georgina? Oh, fantastic. So they thought, who are the three most single people? Craig, Joe and Georgina. George is not going to be here though. George, what have you got planned for tomorrow night? He's going to cook a meal. What is on the menu? Gnocchi. What about the meal though? That was good, wasn't it, Michelle?
That was very good.
But just for the correction, he didn't say gnocchi, he said gnocchi with a G. So gnocchi, there we go. Sorry, Michelle.
That's quite all right.
Isn't that stunning?
Yeah.
Really gorgeous. Really love that. And great use of those silhouette stamps in there as well. I think it's a great way to do it. Have you got all of the sparkle stamps over there? You got all of them?
Oh, I do. These...
Yeah, do you want to show us them?
I will show you.
Thanks, that would be marvellous.
So I think there's 4, isn't there?
There are indeed. Loving this card, Michelle, says Marcia. Flamingos are my absolute favourite. Linny says, really excited to have Anne-Marie on tomorrow. Craig won't sleep tonight. It must be like Christmas Eve. Hannah says, you and Craig can come and have a lovely 3-course meal with me and my husband. I mean, I wouldn't want to impose. We wouldn't want to play third and fourth wheels. And CJ's Papercraft says, Tuesday is Singles Awareness Day. There you are. Check out Google to verify. We've got some stuff planned for Singles Awareness Day. Singles Awareness Day is almost like, raising awareness of the plight of single people. Dum, dum, dum. It doesn't, maybe we need to rename it like Single Celebration Day, or if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else Day? Maybe we could call it something like that. I don't know. Lee says, I'll be joining you, Joe. My husband has already moved back to America and I'm still in the UK. You won't be alone. Lisa, so are you going with him to America? There's lots of questions that I've got here. Anyway, definitely in one of those moods, Michelle. You know where I come in, I'm quite tired in the morning when I come in, and then as the day unfolds, we get more and more energetic.
Yes.
Today is one of those days. Anyway, we must have a look at these sparkle stamps.
I know those days very well. So these are the 4 stamps in there. So you've got that beautiful flamingo that I have just used. And then there's the stag.
Love a unicorn.
Unicorn, it's the unicorn one there. We have, this is the stag, so this is your dear friend.
That's those 3 together.
Is that those 3 together?
And then this one is on its own. Mermaid Kisses. It's limited stock and it's only available on its own.
So there we go.
Here it comes. Brilliant. Amazing. Right. I want to just quickly recap the aquas and what you are getting in here. So 3 different sets for you in there. There's 3 of the 12 packs. And in there you will get the nature. This one here is your florals. And you get the primary. Love this collection because it's 3 quite bold sets of colours in there, which is brilliant. So definitely snap those up. You've got a great saving on those. The other thing I need to tell you about is the mystery bag. It is limited. Oh, not even just limited. It's extremely limited. Oh, hold up. Something going on in the gallery. I don't know what's happening. It's about to sell out. If you've got it in your basket, you can check out. I think you're struggling to add it to your basket at the moment. Do I need to go back through it then, George? Remember, though, you're paying for the Rocker Block set is what you're paying for, $9.99, and you are getting all these other gorgeous stamps in there included. Yes, if it's in your basket, check it out because you are about to miss out. $7.99 or $11.19 if you are a Platinum member. Right, let's share with you some of the fun stuff we get up to here at Crafters TV whilst you check your baskets out.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours. I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. will also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Quick Buy. Yeah, a quick buy there for you. Make sure you snap those up. Is that mystery bag gone, George? Is it hanging on by a thread? It has gone. Congratulations if you got your hands on it. Lisa says, yes, Joe, I will join him in June after I retire. We're taking a cruise back to New York from Southampton. How very, very classy, Lisa. Lynn says, hubby is taking the day off work on Valentine's Day. He says he's going to make me breakfast in bed. Then we're going out, but I don't know where. Lovely, surprise, surprise. Right, we're going to go back and have, it's going to be a fun day today, you know, I feel it. I was really miserable this morning, wasn't I, Michelle? I was very, very tired when we got in this morning, but I'm warming up now. We're going to go back to these amazing stamps from Creative Expressions. George asked me why I was crying this morning, I was so miserable. But I'll tell you what, being back with you, all of you guys, has cheered me up no end, that's what it is. We've got the wildflowers in here, and you've got the French script, and these are those sort of rubber ones there, as you can see, which are awesome. They're really deep, those ones. They're like on a sort of sponge backing as well. I'll ask Michelle about that in a second. You've then got dates from the past. This one here is your Nature Finds, and you've got your Butterfly Walk within there as well. All of those coming your way with a 15% saving, which is amazing. Yeah, what is it? I can't say, Michelle, that I've ever seen a rubber stamp on that kind of mount before.
So I've got one here, and I'll show you it. So we'll
open it. It's
open
really dense foam, isn't it?
It is. It is. So when you get that out, you can see, if I hold it like that, you can see it's on a nice foam backing.
Is it kind of like almost got its own stamping mat on it?
So it's literally,
it's like
got
that.
this.
Yeah, that's really clever, isn't it?
So when you obviously, you know, when we're stamping, we stamp onto something that will take that pressure that you can squash into, for want of a better word. This has already got it on there.
Some cushion for the cushion.
Yeah, that's it. So yes, so that is all that is. That's all the difference is with these. It's got its own little cushion on.
I wish I came with my own little inbuilt cushion. Just whenever I wanted to sit down, just there's a little inbuilt cushion there. Can you imagine? It'd be so nice. Lovely.
Yeah, I have got an inbuilt cushion.
Oh, mind you, I have got an inbuilt cushion as well. I think my cushion is going down, though, slightly after going to the gym for a few weeks, because I was on the train yesterday and noticed how uncomfortable the seats were for the first time in a long time. Maybe it's going down. Maybe it was just a very uncomfortable seat. We'll never know.
So, yeah. So in answer to the lady that asked about these.
Yes, so the standard rubber ones.
Yes, so these are our standard rubber ones. So I've just picked this one up out of my little stash next to me. So this is not necessarily going to be one that you're going to get in the Lucky Dip or the bag that we've got. But I picked this one up just to show you. So when you take it out, it's obviously like that. And all you're going to do is, so whichever piece that you're wanting to use, so we're going to cut that out. So I'm just going to cut round the stamp, being careful not to cut into it. I mean, you can fussy cut round this perfectly if you want to. I just roughly cut them out, and there you go. So there I've got my stamp. Got my rocker block, and I've got my stamping mat, which is what you're going to need for these, unless you're using the 8x8 platform.
Right.
So there you go. So that's obviously it's not going to stick. So you've got a couple of options. No, you've got a couple of options. So I use the stick and spray. So this is designed for use, as it says there, with unmounted rubber stamps and much, much more. So all you're going to do is you're going to spray it. So you're going to give it a good shake.
I had visions of that flying out your hand then for some reason. I don't know why, and hitting the wall behind you.
So I'm just going to hold it to the side. I'm just going to spray on it. And as you can see, it's nice and sticky now. And we're just going to, literally, we're going to put it on there. You're not going to stick your hand to it like I just did.
I'm guessing that's going to stay sticky for a while, is it? You're not going to have to do that every single time?
No, it doesn't. So that will stay sticky for a while. So once you've peeled this off and you put it on the plastic backing, it will stay sticky. You'll be able to do this a few times. Once it starts to wear away, then just spray it again. And then all you're going to do is we're going to ink it up and we're just going to stamp it. So we're just going to ink it up. So I've just picked up the black ink next to me, which is waterproof, but it doesn't matter. Just showing you how it works. So as you can see, it's not coming off. For those of you who don't have the rocker blocks, obviously I'm using my huge one. The easiest way to do this is hold it so you've got your fingers where the stamp is. So you're just going to put the edge down. I'm going to have my fingers there because that allows me to pick up that pressure in the middle, and you're just going to rock it.
Fabulous.
And you're going to get perfect stamp every time. This isn't going to go anywhere. Obviously, when you're done with it, it just peels straight off. And if you find your mat gets really sticky or your rocker block, then we've got this stick away, or just some warm soapy water. But this is brilliant. I use this for my glass mat and everything. So that is as easy and as simple as it is.
Excellent. Any other questions you've got about anything? It's always great that we are fully live and interactive with you, so you can ask us anything within reason, as long as it's not too personal. Do you know what? I mean, there's not been a question we've never answered, so we haven't answered so far. So anything you like, get it into us. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are across on YouTube, and we'll do our best to answer those questions for you. Seeing as it is Valentine's Day tomorrow, you know what I'd like to know, Michelle? I'd like to know about disastrous dates. Have you ever been on any disastrous dates? I've got so many, I don't even know where to start. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. In the gallery, have you got any disastrous stories you want to have a little think about? George doesn't have any. Georgina has got all the stories, is what. Her silence speaks volumes. Yeah, I have got. I don't think any of them were atrocious, but I'll have a think about it. I bet Michelle's. Have you got some disastrous date stories, Michelle?
I'll have to have a think about it.
All right, you have a think. And you guys at home, you have a think as well. Lynn says, you miserable Joe. I can't see you being miserable because we always see you when you're full of cheer and happiness. I hope whatever's making you feel miserable is gone now. Glad you're feeling better now. I think, Lynn, it's just the weather. And also, do you know what it is? At the house that we stay at when we're up here, they've just replaced the mattresses and they are so comfortable. And I could have stayed in there. It's very grey and it's wet outside, and I was very warm and cosy in my bed this morning. I think I could have just stayed in there all day, you know, Michelle. Could have just nested and cocooned myself in there and been all right. But it's lovely to be back with all of you. Right, next up then, we are going to go and have a little look at the vintage botanicals, Michelle. Is that right?
We are. And I'm using water again. We're on a roll.
But Lynn's very happy, I'd imagine, to see your... I do see you've got the top off again on the wall, so I'm very worried, Michelle.
I know, it's very... the pressure is on, it's so scary.
We need to make the hole a little bit bigger, I think, for you.
Yeah,
we need to get John to sort it out.
Because I'm wanting to use my my biggest brush.
Right.
And it doesn't quite fit through that.
Right, we'll get John to have a look at that for you.
Yeah, we'll get John on
it. If anyone
it.
can do it, John can do it.
So I'm just going to move it just for now till I need it. These creative expressions. So these are the ones that we've got and I've picked up. They are absolutely beautiful. And again, so I've been playing with these all weekend, and they're just stunning. So I'm going to use a few from each to make this card with. So what I'm going to do, oh, and I'm going to use this as well. So this is one of our stencils. It's the abstract swirls.
The abstract squirrels, as Craig calls them.
Yes, squirrels.
Squirrels.
So from this one, we're going to take the butterfly. I'm just going to get that off for now. And then where's the others? So I'm going to bring in this one as well, Nature Finds. And we're going to, I'm going to get this one off and this one. And then there is a word on one of these that just, there we go, it's a specimen. So we're just going to get that off as well. So we're just going to put them to the side. So I'm going to bring in my card first. So I have just cut a piece, so it's watercolour card again, so it's 2.5 by 7. And I didn't pick a particular size, I just wanted it to go on a DL card. And I just, you know that there's no rhyme or reason, so I just cut it down. So big enough, so when I put my stamps on, they're going to go on like this. And my little specimen's going to go at the bottom. And it's almost
what,
like...
sorry?
My little specimen. Word stamp.
Sounds like you...
I know.
Sounds like you're at the doctor's.
My flower specimen.
Take that into the toilet, madam. Oh.
You've done well, it's, you know.
Jeez.
So I've got some of my aquas again, and I've got some nice muted colours. So I've got the blossom, the desert, chestnut, and fawn. So I think I'm going to go in with the fawn to start with. So again, I'm just going to put some on my mat, and I'm going to pick it up with my big brush, and I'm going to do a wash over it again. So I'm going to go that way, it's easiest. Just making it look a little bit aged, that's all I'm doing. Yes, yes, it's almost like, you know, when you were at school and you used to tea stain things. You know, when you was in history and you had to do some really, I'm going to say boring, but interesting.
You're going to say what, sorry?
Boring.
No.
Some interesting projects. So I'm just going to dry that a second.
Excellent. Mary Ryan says, too many disastrous days to count over my life. Lily says, Joe, it's horrible all over the UK today. We are glad you all came into work to bring us a bit of sunshine. Lynn says, Michelle, please be careful with the lid taken off of your pot. I know, Lynn. Honestly, living dangerously, extreme crafting with Michelle on a Sunday afternoon. I was trying to think of disastrous stories. There's lots of them. There's nothing worse than I went on a date, and it wasn't that long ago either, Michelle, whereby we went for dinner. I'm not sure he's going to be watching. Went for dinner, and at the end, I had quite a nice time. I'd already decided I wasn't going to see said person again. And then at the end, proceeded to go through itemising exactly what they'd had and exactly what I'd had to work out how much we were going to pay each. And I thought that was a bit much on a date. We'd both had the same, really, so we could have just split it. I thought that was a bit of a disastrous end to a date.
Just a little.
So I had this, and yeah, I didn't get that.
So all I've gone, so we do have the tool that you can do this on your edges with, but I've just gone in with my blade to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my Fryer Brown, just my water reactive Fryer Brown, and I'm just going to get my little dauber out, and so I'm just going to pick up that, and I'm just going to go around the edges.
There was another occasion as well, Michelle. Now they're all coming back to me now. There was another occasion when I went on a date with someone who said, was I particularly outdoorsy? And you know when you say to someone, yeah, sure. And if anyone that knows me will know I'm probably the least outdoorsy person there is, it's fair to say. So this person had a dog. So we went on a dog walk. It was winter though, Michelle. It'd been raining an awful lot. We went to a deer park, which was like this National Trust property, which you think would be a really cute date, wouldn't you? The only problem is it was very hilly, it was very muddy, I had completely inappropriate clothing and footwear on. I think I fell over 4 times in the mud on said date. Didn't ever see them again.
No.
So if someone asks you if you're outdoorsy and you aren't particularly, don't say you are, because it will end really badly.
I like to walk.
I didn't get ghosted, no, George. That would be very mean. Ghosted, apparently, is what the kids say now if someone ignores you, Michelle. You've got a date with them and then they don't text you back and they don't reply to your messages. I think it's very mean.
Does it count when you're trying to talk to your children and they don't reply back either?
You can get ghosted by your children, yeah?
Yeah.
I think
that
that's
happens on a regular basis.
Any form of ignoring is known here as ghosting. I'm surprised, Georgina, you haven't got any disastrous stories to let us know about. She doesn't really do dates. Wow, okay. Fair enough.
I've been married for 16-ish years, so I don't remember dating.
No, I mean, you're going to have to help me out at home. We're drawing a blank here in the studio, I'm afraid.
We need some nice juicy tales of woe. Is that awful? Your tales of woe. So that is those lovely stamps. So this
that's
is like,
really cute.
Yeah.
What a lovely little bookmark that would make.
Yes, perfect bookmark, definitely. See, these stamp sets, there's just so much on them. They're absolutely brilliant. They really are. So that is that for now. So just going to put, I mean, entirely up to you. I would probably actually go in with maybe my desert and make that a bit less peachy. I think the colour I've used isn't the best, but it'll do. You know, it's all right for now. So I'm going to bring in, so this is, we've got those new 12 by 12, it's a textured and pearlescent card in there. This is just the naturals. Okay. They are so beautiful. So there's like a pastels one that's got...
They're on second chance Sunday later, apparently.
Yeah. So it's just a pad of these, this linen effect and then the pearlescent in there. It's beautiful, beautiful pad. So what we're going to do with this, so we're going to bring in this stencil. I just thought it worked brilliant with this. So again, I'm going to bring in this, do I want, so I can't decide now, seal brown, fryer brown. This, yeah, seal brown. Georgina decided for me.
She did. She took the initiative there.
Oh, did you? I will go with that one then. So, where's my little dauber gone? Oh, I've lost my, oh, it's there. I put it away. See, if I put things away, I don't know where they are. So that, you know, that's the tale for never tidying up. Right, so all I'm going to do is just really gently go over, because I don't want this really dark. I just want it to pop on the background a little. And I'm not being too perfect because I don't want a perfect solid pattern. I just want it a little hit and miss.
Okie doke. Sandra says, the first time I was going out with my now husband of almost 33 years, he waited for me at the wrong car park and I was waiting where I said I'd pick him up. I was in tears and went to drive home. I was followed most of the way home by a police car, in tears thinking I'd been stood up. Next day at work, we both found out what had happened.
Oh.
I went on a date with someone, this is a long, long time ago now, Michelle, and realised that the person I was on a date with was the first partner of the person I hadn't long broken up with.
No.
So we both dated the same person.
Did you have some lovely tales to tell?
No, we didn't. Sorry,
we
didn't. I think it was just all a bit too awkward.
Yeah.
Never went. There was no second date. Rachel says, I went out cycling with my now husband when we just started dating, fell off, damaged myself pretty impressively. He must have liked me enough to keep me though. There you go. Only the bad dates stand out, says Pam E. They do, don't they? We have a TV show in the UK called First Dates, where basically people go to a restaurant and have a blind date, Michelle, don't they? And they're filmed. And it is one of the best shows on TV. I was actually meant to be on it in 2020. Was you? Yeah. What happened was, I just moved up to Darlington, and the researchers called me and said, are you still up for coming on First Dates? I said, yes, absolutely. And then they were like, asked me loads of questions. We think we've got the perfect match for you. It's going to be fantastic. And they're like, so whereabouts are you? So I was like, oh, I'm in Darlington. They were like, oh, we didn't realise. We thought you were still living in Peterborough. And they won't match you up, apparently, with people that are more than 30 miles outside of where you live. Right. So it didn't happen. I was devastated.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a bit sad.
So it didn't happen. It was a bit more than a bit sad. I think it's sadder than that, Michelle. Oh, that's better, thank you.
It's so sad.
So close.
So, that is my background. As you can see, I didn't want a solid stencil through onto it. And again, I've distressed my edges. The rips are absolutely perfect. They add to the effect that you're wanting. I've done exactly the same with some craft card. I've distressed the edges and those rips, love them, absolutely perfect. So this is my card base. So in the end, it ended up as 4 by 10. So we're going to mat and layer these up onto here. Find my glue. So I love doing this kind of, open it, Michelle, this kind of effect with the distress. The only thing is it feels a little bit like this snow all over your kitchen with all the paper fibres that come off. So it's not the tidiest card to make, but definitely one of the most fun if you like to make a mess. And again, so these stamps are perfect if you're dipping your toe into mixed media. If you're a little bit unsure about mixed media is just mixed mediums. So it is as basic and as simple as that. You know, if, I mean, I'm definitely no Jan. So it's just, so if you bring in, so if I use this and I just used a bit of texture paste through it, I've literally made a mixed media card because I've mixed my mediums, and that is all it is. Obviously then you can go to becoming like Jan and be an absolutely amazing. But yeah, so just to start, your mixed media is literally just mixing those mediums together, other than just your card making stuff. So that is my one that I inked earlier. I'm just looking for my foam pads. So these are just again, so these are from this one. This is just a beautiful collection of stamps. So which did I use? So I used this one. Can you see that? So I used that one there. You can't see that, can you? Wait a minute. There you go. So this one, perfect. I stamped out, and then I just stamped one of these in the middle of it to make that. And I've just inked the edges again to make it tie in. And then again, so I've just, no particular number 48. It just, I love it. I think it's beautiful. So before I put that on, it's too peachy for me. I've got to, just going to go in with my Fryer Brown, and I'm just really gently just going to take the edge off.
It's amazing how they blend so well to let you just go straight in the middle of the project like that.
Yeah, they do. They do, definitely.
Nee and Laura both loving the way you've aged that paper, saying how fabulous it is.
Oh, thank you very much. It's one of my favourite things to do because you can just go for it. You don't have to be perfect with it. See, I've gone in and I've got like little marks, and normally if I was blending, I would make sure that I didn't have them on there, but because I want it to look old and aged, it almost makes it look like it's a little bit creased and just old and aged like me.
I'm good at ageing at the moment, honestly.
Yeah.
I've just revamped my skincare routine, Michelle, because I don't know what's happening, but it's aging at a rate of knots. Alison says, I remember going out with this person for the first time. I was living in Guildford at the time. We drove to London to go to the theatre, which was very good. When we came out, we were walking aimlessly when he said, can you remember where I parked the car? That is a pretty disastrous first date. She says, luckily, I have a very good sense of direction. Good job you were there, Alison.
So what I forgot to do on this piece that I've done on this piece is, again, so I just brought these in and I just stamped them up, and I used sort of flagstone, and I only stamped it up once. The texture cardstock really makes it, again, look quite aged. So I just picked a couple of those elements. So we'll glue this one on top. I did think I was missing something. See, old and aged. I'm even forgetting stuff that's right next to me. But there we go. So I'm just going to put a few foam pads on this middle piece. Take those off. And then putting that there. So this, we're going to tuck under there. So just there, just like that. And then this is going to go at the bottom. Just on there. And I've got a little field note, so I've got those lovely stamps on there. And
that's beautiful.
Is the Creative Expression stamp sets.
Really gorgeous. Vintage Botanicals, remember, is what you're going to need to put these together. You're getting 5 in there, so you're getting 2 sets of the rubbers. You're also then getting 2 of the clear stamp, 3 of the clear stamp sets in there as well. 46.70, 68.80. Make sure you're using that code LOVE14. All you lovers out there, we're going to give you another 14% off of everything, excluding February launches. Up until the end of tomorrow. So lots of stuff that you can use. You can use it in conjunction as well with your Club Inspired discount, of course, which is excellent. I think we better vote on the demo of the show, Michelle, don't you?
Yes, yeah. Number 1 is those fuzzy flowers. Adore those. Number 2 is the fabulous Flamingo. And number 3 is those Creative Expression stamps.
Brilliant. Get your votes in, 1, 2 or 3. You've got a couple of minutes to vote. I want to just quickly share with you some other stamps that we've got on the show for you today. These are the Classique Stamps. And these were designed to work with your Classiques. They will work beautifully with your Classiques. They will also work with a whole host of other mediums, should you wish to use them with those. You've got sentiments in there. You've also got flourishes, embellishments, and the main imagery. So you've got the bunny rabbit in there. You've got those mouse in there. The cats playing with the ball of yarn there. You've got this one, that gorgeous little Shih Tzu in there with those sentiments. Then you've also got some florals. And this, I always say, sassy looking fox that's in there too. 1347 or 1876 if you want to get your hands on those. We do have a great deal for you as well on some of the illustrators. You're getting 4 of the 12 packs included. They are amazing. They are the top of the tree when it comes to our alcohol markers. You've got that wonderful soft Japanese brush nib on here. You're going to get landscape, figure, sketching and seascape, and you can see an indication of the colours there on the front of the packet. Let me show you some of the amazing techniques that you can actually get and achieve, some of the brilliant things you can achieve with these. It's the quality of the nib really which sets these apart, and also that proprietary ink. That soft nib allows you to really get incredible amounts of texture in all the projects that you'll want to do. For things like faces, they are amazing. For portraits, again, you can see the depth of dimension that you've got, but it really is that nib and the way it lays that colour down which really sets these apart. $73.99 or $133.99 is your price. You are saving, or you're buying 3 and getting 1 free within that particular collection there. You can use that LOVE14 code in there to get an extra 14% saving. I just love that one. I think it's something so cute about that, especially tomorrow of all days, with it being Valentine's. How gorgeous. Right. We are, I believe Michelle is going to share a few techniques with us on these. They are amazing quality, these, aren't they, Michelle?
They are, and I'm just trying to find my stamp.
No problemo. Demo of the show was number 1, Michelle, which pleases me. So it was that first one that you did with those creative expression stamps, the flower.
Oh, this one. Oh,
yeah, that one just there.
yes.
Beautiful. That is cool.
Oh, thank you.
There were 3 awesome demos, but that one was definitely my favourite. Absolutely, it was.
Right, so quickly, we're going to show you these illustrators. So I'm going to use this little bunny rabbit, and we're just going to stamp it out. So I've got my Nina cardstock, which is absolutely the best if you're going to be using your alcohol pens. It's just smooth. It's so smooth and beautiful. It really is. So we're just going to pick that up, and I'm going to bring in my alcohol proof. So I'm just using my Noir black. Yeah, so if you're going to be using alcohol pens, you're going to need the alcohol proof ink. If you're going to be using our aquas or anything water-based, then you've got our water-based ink pads that we've got. And I think there's 4 different colours in them both. So you're not just limited to just using the black.
Don't forget as well, we've got that amazing craft vault coming up for you in just over 90 minutes time. It's a freebie frenzy craft vault. Every single bundle? What? Bundle? Every single bundle has got, that really is hilarious, because that was something I said accidentally when I worked at Create and Craft years and years ago, and the director I was working with at the time, actually took it and clipped it into a little clip of me saying bundao. So it's really made me chuckle. Every single bundle has got a freebie within it in that latest show. We're going to have a lot of fun in that show, I sense, Michelle.
Yeah. So to get the fur effects, I'm just going to quickly, because we've only got a couple of minutes left, I've gone in with it's like a brush end. I've gone in with my brush nib, and I'm just going to go over there, and I'm just flicking. And I'm using the lightest pressure that I can put on.
Just tickling it?
Yes, so I've picked up my GB 4, 5 and 6. So I've laid down just a bit of 4, and I'm going to go back over, and you can use either side. It's entirely up to you, whichever you're more comfortable with doing. And I'm just going to go over, and I'm going to do exactly the same with the darkest. And then I'm going to go in with my mid, which is 5. And again, so I'm just putting those layers down. What I would probably normally do, I would colour more of an area first with my lightest colour, and then I would go in and create the fur effect with the 2 darker ones. So that is exactly all I did on this. I went all the way round, but I've just used 4 shades. And I've actually used a different colour, so I've used the red browns on this, so the RBs, but just did exactly the same. Those flick, just those flick with a very light hand, those flick motions. I don't know what they're called, but you know what I mean.
I need a lover with a slow Oh, you made me laugh. You really have made me laugh. I hope we put a smile on your face at home as well on this Sunday. I always feel like it's a Sunday morning, this show, but it isn't. It's Sunday afternoon. Depending on where you are, it still could be Sunday morning. It's been rather brilliant. Make sure you go and check out everything you've seen in the show, from the Aqua Pens to the creative expressions items, the illustrators, the illustrator stamps. Loads of brilliant stuff on this show for you. And if it's brilliant stuff you're after, then you're going to want to make sure you join myself and Michelle back here in about 90 minutes time, where we have that craft vault, where every single bundle will have a freebie in it. It is a freebie frenzy. Is there anything in that you've got your eye on particularly, Michelle?
Normally everything.
Right, absolutely. There's so many great bargains. You're going to want to snap them up. You really will. I would urge you to go and have a little look between shows as well. If there's anything you particularly got your eyes on, then snap it up, because the nature of a craft vault is it is sort of end-of-line stuff that we clear through and we give you great prices on it. So we're going to get a cup of tea. We're going to have a look. Oh, hello. Someone honking out the back there. It's nearly Valentine's Day. Right, we'll see you back here in about 90 minutes time. Take care. Bye.